and that's a long flight for Acend.
Well, let's see how it goes. Of course, Shady will jump on board with him to start, snipe up, and the man is moving quick. Not quick enough. Apparently, that slide just a little too far, and that snipe now down bottom mid. Whoever picks up the ball picks up the snipe with it. Nice little gift for Sentinels in this case. That's going to make things difficult for Legend and team. Now, Legend, aware of this, he's going to try to flank from underneath. Not sure if he was spotted. Looks like Lethal's ready for it. Nice two-shot beatdown, but drops a stick from behind. And you can never doubt Lethal to ensure something like that.
Woo! Shady getting the big kill and almost utilizing that repulsor to go right back at him. Meanwhile, Snakebite was able to rotate that ball onto the A side of the map. He has a teammate right with them. Now they're going to rotate over towards green. So Sentinels getting those first few kills, getting the ball over towards tower, rotating over to A, and now somehow they ended up with B, and they're putting good time on the board while doing this.
You said it, Tony. Sentinels with the ball rotation early on, 29 points, and Frosty not going to let him make any strides here. Snipe Drone does manage to get the kill, but burned shortly after. Ball now down. See what Shady can do on the rotation here. That snipe was in play. Not sure where it landed, right? It dropped bottom mid earlier on. Somebody must have collected it. And there it is. It's in the hands of Formal. Thank you, Formal, for letting me know.
Let you know quickly with that, almost getting the no-scope right afterwards. Snipe Drone and Legend back-to-back kills, but Formal ready for the challenge, and somehow, once again, Sentinels having the ball going in for the no-scope. Able to make Sika one shot, but not able to put him on the kill feed.
Sika moving and grooving, and Formal just couldn't connect. Frosty's turn, though. And, I mean, this man tends to hit his shots. Only got one shot to hit. And is that the shot that he lands? Of course, Legend and Snipe Drone getting very aggressive on him. Legend will die. Snipe Drone, that one shot, sitting in that mid-hallway. Ball now down. Sentinel's not in position to grab it. Frosty alone currently. He'll slide his way back out to Dower. Can't quite connect this shot in the entirety of Acend. They're ready to delete him. Jeez.
Formal and Frosty trading off that sniper, and also even trading off Slay. Snakebite able to grab that overshield, starting to up the tempo, but he says, hey, if you want to rotate over towards A, great. Have your team spawn there. I'm going to bring the ball over towards C and lock in this setup. Sentinels are locked in, but can they get the second round of Slays? That's most important when you're holding a setup.
Especially when you got Frosty playing goalie here. Thankfully, we do have a flank from Shady to manage kill. Frosty will trade out with Lethal here. Lethal at least get the trade to pick up the kill. Sika in the meantime, he'll get a kill of his own. That's Lethal now down. His team now out on the spawn. On C side, they'll rotate through ball. Brand new ball up center map. Formal waiting for it. Legend gonna ensure he backs down. Can they get away with this ball? They're gonna need some slays first. Formal already with one. You got two coming in through the hallway here. Gonna delete Legend immediately, and Shady got no choice but to back out.
I mean, doing a good job of staying alive, whipping out the Mauler and trading off kills with Frosty. Luckily, he's able to put the MVP down. Meanwhile, Snipe Drone getting his hands on the Mangler, but just narrowly dodging that nade coming from Formal, going right back in for the recharge. Let me tell you, Acend are not afraid to go toe-to-toe with these boys. Loving the fact they're going in for the challenge, but it's a 55-0 run for a Sentinel. Snipe Drone still going off.
Snipe Drone's still brawling. Not sure how the man lived. Got back behind cover, picked up a second. Now he's gotten away with the sniper. Ball in their hands as well. In the first time on the board for them. 10 seconds to count here. We'll see what he can do with that snipe. Meanwhile, Shady getting melted. There's the snipe in play. He'll snap on the body. He's got to do a little more, though. Snakebite now, no shields. Legend picks it up. And Lethal gonna pester him from the camo pillar. He's got to start burning ammo, if anything. So you can see the pressure is on. And Frosty and team, they're here to burn him.
The man has sniped in his name. I want to see him connect a few more shots. Luckily, like you said, he was able to burn at least most of that ammo as Lethal catches a stray nade coming out of Sika. 3 players from Acend are now going to be pushing the power-up side. Excellent shots by Snakebite on 2 different players, but he's going to be forced to back down and play his life, and Overshield most likely going to go in the hands of Acend.
I mean, most likely, you say, until 3 of them die immediately. Oops. So if that OS went up, it was definitely burned. If anything, we'll see. Sentinels might even have it on the body at this point. All spawners now up. But this is such a delay on their timing, right? They have to rotate all the way across the map through the defenders to get to this ball, which is ticking away. Less than 10 seconds at this point. Legend, the only one nearby, and Legend now dead. Sika and Shady, they're going to try to do something. Snipe Drone will drop. But the final seconds go through, and Sentinels, almost uncontested, will take the first round in this game. I mean, we said Sentinels were good. We said Acend had potential, but I mean, we got to see it. We got to see it soon.
I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, Acend literally dedicated all of the resource towards going that power-up side of the map, and they weren't able to slay out or get the power-up. Snakebite ends up stealing it away. The final seconds tick down, and that's going to be it. Meanwhile, Lethal and Snakebite going to open things up with a beautiful 1-2 combo. Frosty taking out Snipe Drone, and once again, 3 down for the boys in red.
Right.
Acend are having some struggles.
3 will drop immediately. That heat wave does sit down bottom mid as well, but before they get there, they'll focus OS. Frosty will focus Shady right out front. Sika gonna try his hand, but he'll eat a heat wave from Formal. Frosty now gonna try to dip dodge and dive out of there. But that OS still does sit up on the pedestal. Can Acend win their fights for it? Looks like Snipe Drone will manage to get away. An opportunity for him. He's got the OS, needs some teammates. Shady out front, already pressure onto the ball. Can this lead to time though? Flank onto Frosty. Big pickup onto him, but Snakebite so ready with the plasma pistol. They always have an answer for every opportunity Acend puts together.
Well, Acend are doing a much better job here on this map, at least as far as in the Slays column, going into round number 2. But Lethal taking down Legend immediately, making his way over to dummy streets, going right in, not able to get the 2-shot melee. Shady gonna win that individual gunfight, but Frosty has the Mangler.
So real quick there, Lethal just tried, oh my God, Frosty, okay, take all the attention with the plays. Your man's gonna try to clean up Shady as well, it almost does. Shot in the Legend too. There's too much action going on for me to say it, but honestly, Lethal tried to hit a slide off the dummy. Tony, I don't know if you know that, you can hit a curb slide off those dummies' arms, and you can launch off the arm of the dummy. So he tried to launch into bottom mid there, and I hope somebody else does it later. But so many different creative ways to use the tech in this game, and at the highest level, you expect to see it.
I actually do that curve slide off the dummy
dummy
myself. Yeah, I got a little better
It's hard to
at
set
it.
up, but it's honestly pretty sick.
To be honest, I force it. I don't know when to use the curve slides. I just use it all the time and end up dying immediately.
Yeah.
These guys, they know when to use it. 2 down going Sentinels. Snipe Drone utilizing that repulsor to throw that player off, but Lethal was ready, gets the melee kill, and more importantly, gets away with his life.
4 with Shady, got plenty of shields to work with, some of it deleted, but he'll take Lethal. Nice little slide to get himself back to center quickly. Legend with him. Nice little pinch opportunity too, but Frosty gonna make him turn around. He does take the kill. Some resources lost here, and Sentinels, they'll play the ball in anticipation of a challenge. But Formal, he's here to defend it still.
And I'm really impressed by Shady right now. Currently 9-3 for Acend, at least in this round. He's really starting to go off, and Sika taking out Formal right there. 2 down goes Sentinels. Frosty making his way onto top mid. Nobody in sight just yet. Acend have the setup. They have a 13-6 run. Can they hold on to it?
Acend maybe taken aback by the pace of play in that first round. They lost it so quickly before they could even gather their footing. But now things look a little different. 24 points in count. They've started to have some form of momentum here, some setups starting. Of course, that setup now broken by Formal. He'll take one, Frosty with another. That 2-dead gonna limit the opportunity of Shady and Sika, who are gonna die shortly after. Formal's just got a lock on where these players are gonna be at all times. You can tell he's listening.
Formal literally by himself, breaking that setup, taking 3 players down before he does, and he still has a man that's going to be the 4th player. The man's 1 kill away from being on a killing spree.
Such perfect execution, though, right? You take that advanced positioning up in the hallway instead of sitting all the way back in the house where they know you're going to be. You move up just a little bit further, and you wait in the doorway with the Mangler, or you do this. Frosty's doing with the heat wave and the sniper, of course, a little harder to do. You got to hit your damn shots. And this man, he doesn't miss.
Holding down the sniper rifle, they're going to rotate the ball onto the A side of the map. Meanwhile, Overshield is coming up, so Frost's going to change his direction immediately.
Careful.
Almost lining up the no-scope, but mind you, Acend were able to get away with the Overshield. They might be able to break the setup on the backs of that OS.
My Frosty, you can see him trying to connect with Sika. No fear. He'll come in, he'll pick up both weapons. Maybe just the heat wave. That snipe might have been burned. Either way, Sika with an opportunity. 50 points already for Sentinels, though. And Sentinels, they're so coordinated. Gonna dive in here. Snipe Drone with a double. Shots into Frosty. He'll back down for now. Pick up the ball. And I like this movement out of him. Legend does pick up Frosty. Ball now relayed to a teammate. See that ball's been picked up by Acend, who have no choice but to get as much time as they can to counter that 50-point hold so far. Snipe Drone, he's gonna play this slow, but he's under a lot of pressure.
A much better job coming out of Acend in this round number 2, and the scoreboard is reflecting it. I mean, you're seeing a 50-42. Frosty not able to get the stick, but Sika is going to take him down. Meanwhile, Shady off the screen takes down Formal, and Sika grabs himself the repulsor.
Sika had the repulsor. He also has the Mangler. as well. He's going to hold down the doorway with it. Got the ball in the hands of Shady. Shady collecting some time here. They've now taken the lead because of it. But you got to watch those doors. Snakebite with 2 already. They've lost the numbers. Going to have to rotate out and delay the situation. Shady does get a trade, which is very helpful. Sika, it's his turn, but unfortunately a triple team on him. Going to delete him immediately. Wasn't it over? In the feed, who was it?
Snakebite pulling off the overkill and grabbing that ball as well. I only saw from the kill feed. It literally pops up in the yellow letters that says, Snakebite has gotten overkill, letting everybody know.
Snakebite clearly picking up the kills in this situation. He will take a death, though. Sika going to get 1. Lethal trades it out. Ball still in the hands. Actually, ball now in the hands of Acend. They do manage to get it back into A. So despite that overkill, despite the plays we saw from Sentinels, the hold's still here. But look at Sentinels. Their position for the snipe. Their position for that overshield. They're at least contested. That double dilemma is going to make things difficult for Acend as they want to also hold the ball.
I feel like they're so demoralizing to pop up on the kill feed. Like, so someone got an overkill, or somebody got ninja, or somebody's on a running wild. Like, you don't need to tell me that. You don't need to tell me.
When I get an overkill, I want the world to know, Tony. Put the fear in him. Either way, this is huge, right? Acend, he got the OS. You pick up the ball here. He's got a heat wave as well. I mean, put the ball down, start getting slays, let a teammate grab it, but unfortunately, no teammates nearby. I think 1 directly behind at this moment. Legend doing what he can to delay the situation here. 1 minute left on the clock as well, and they need the slays. Formal first one to not die. Apparently, the heat wave didn't quite work out. Formal gets away. Snipe drone with 2, though. That's the answer you like to see. Perfect shots out of him.
Perfect shots indeed, able to put his 12th kill on the board, and he's doing some more remote detonations, not able to get the damage just yet, and really letting the enemy team know exactly where he's going in for the challenge. Lethal able to get that slay, but 2 down, go Acend. Sentinels are now putting good points on the board and are poised to take the lead.
Sentinels creeping back up. They'll take the lead here in just a second. Snakebite drops the ball, gets a kill. Ensure they've got a little bit more time to work with here. Frosty trying to make the cover and the drop wall work at the same time. Does not quite do it, but the damage has been done. 83 here before they play that ball out. And this really just comes down to this final contest. Thankfully for Acend, that flank goes through. Lethal does die, but Formal here to flank the other side. Who's going to get the ball?
Gotta give a shout out to my boy Snakebite, keeping up in the slaves department, but also having 122 seconds with the ball time and putting some more on the board. Denial nades coming in out of Formal, gets right behind Snipe Drone. Meanwhile, Snakebite gonna drop that ball, taking down Snipe Drone, going in Formal into the challenge. Lethal takes out Sika, and that might be just enough for Sentinel steal it until the double kill comes in.
Right, Shady got a double with a nade. That ball still sits there. They can't afford to jump on it just yet. Snakebite watching the door like a hawk. Snipe Drone with the rotated. Like you said, the timer is the issue, though. All they need to do is slay, and the time burned out, and Sentinels will take that second round. But man, Acend, the signs of life right there. They were winning in their
pleasing to me. I love it. It gives me that Plaza vibes from Halo 5 at night. I truly love Streets.
So we talked about pre-nades coming into this, and I like Lethal's positioning, right? Because it's very difficult to pre-nade him as he goes there. Of course, as I say it, though, Sika comes in. The shotgun does the trick, and maybe an opening for Acend to get to the rockets. Of course, that opening now taken by Frosty, who flanked through the tires, got behind enemy lines and picked up rockets, managing to get out with his life. Look at this. Just getting started, too. Hit marker for 1 and for 2. Shots into Snipe Drone for the kill. And all he has to do is delete that Sika, or sorry, Shady, who apparently has a godlike lunge range, Tony. He'll get up there with the melee.
But yeah, I mean, exactly what we were really talking about, controlling either that B street or that purple street before going after rockets. Frosty doing that perfectly, ends up getting some rockets, and a 4-1 start coming out of the former MVP.
I mean, make it 9-5 now as Frosty just waits for information. The entire team rotating up to A through the alley. Frosty in position to counter. Shots into Shady. He'll look for the challenge here. Shady gonna bounce out real quick, and Frosty, knowing he's weak, he'll grab the Sentinel beam as he goes by. Nice little quick grab, right? No time wasted in his rotations as he escapes. He's always taking full advantage of everything he needs to make sure they just drop players left and right, right? 2 dead. There is a trade, but a lead still on the side of Sentinels, and Formal gonna ensure it stays that way.
Snipe Drone going in for the challenge on Formal, but he had no idea Formal had the Bulldog ready for him. Easy kill coming from Matt, and now we're on board with Matt making his way onto Purple Street, having a couple players in front of him. Actually, now Sika is holding down Cafe.
Sika doing what he can from this position, being challenged by 2. Matt with a kill already. That's Formal. Frosty with another snake bite. Gonna slide on in with a shotgun. What do you do when there's so many coming for you? With perfect timing as well, leaving Snipe Drone alone. I'm loving the movement from Snipe Drone, trying to be elusive. Gonna rotate back to PD. A little flank coming in. Drops Lethal. He'll get around, but can't stay alive. You got Frosty just ready to kill him.
And now we're here with Legend, putting his first kill on the board here. Actually working a little 1-2 combo over towards Tires, having all three players now funneling onto the A side of the map. Snipe Drone gonna go down thanks to Formal, but they're hunting down Formal, and Sika gets the kill.
Oh my. You can see Legend just trying to find an opening, but he can't quite do it. Lethal's there, he's ready to melee him. Frosty, opportunity with that Stalker now taken, and Lethal. You can see the team taking full advantage of all the tech here, by the way, Tony too. He jumps backwards on purpose to set up the slide, and then turns out a nasty double. You'll love to see it.
That man is lethal for sure. Obviously his name really suits him here, and the scoreboard is getting deadly. 27-14 lead. Sentinels are on the roll. Frosty off the screen, able to get a double kill. Lethal having a play in front of him, but finally Legend able to take him down and slow down the momentum coming out of Sentinels, at least a bit.
Round 2 with the Stalker for Frosty. He's got a shotgun in the back pocket. A lot of playmaking potential here. All starts with Shady. Shady gonna stay back in PD. Snakebite gonna continue to pester him. And Frosty gonna make sure he doesn't go, he can't go anywhere really. Takes the doorway, tries to get back out. Frosty's got a line of sight on him. Snipe Drone, thankfully for him, has a drop wall to delay the engagement here. Snipe Drone's still up. Lethal gonna try to rotate out. Sika, Legend, they're all trained on Lethal to take the kill, but I mean, look at the scoreboard, right? It's already oppressive, 32-19. Acend, they can't seem to find a clean break from any situation here.
And not only was it 32 kills, but every player on Sentinels having 8 kills apiece, so everybody stepping up and having a great game together, while Snakebite adding that 9th kill on the board. Formal going right in for the challenge, taking down Shady, but the nades are starting to come in.
Formal with shots into 2. Legend gonna jump up, get the melee. Formal gonna go flying, by the way. See ya. But is it enough, right? 9 kill deficit. Rockets up. They need to grab him. Lethal's gonna tag him, but the cover fire so perfect. Don't miss the clamber though, and he does. And he doesn't get up. I don't know if it's that he missed the clamber or he tried to hit the little ledge on the ATM to crouch jump up. Either way, that timing loss is pivotal. The Rockets, at the very least, in the hands of Shady, so they did transfer. But deaths like that are so important. Snipe Drone, Sika, they're still up in C, and thankfully for Shady, shotgun gonna spawn with perfect timing for him.
I was just about to say he also has the drop wall, but he's gonna drop it immediately as it's getting melted by Sentinels. Bulldog still in hands. Snipe Drone now gonna sit over towards top C, holding down this angle, trying to watch his teammates back, but Sika gonna be the first player to die, and Snipe Drone having the Stalker.
We've got Snipe Drone in the base. We've got Legend there too. We've got Shady in the alley, gonna fire a couple shots into Frosty. Frosty who backs down here. Snipe Drone just needs an opening with this Stalker to put it to work and keep the nades up. Sure, nobody challenges it immediately. That's Shady there. Big pickup onto Frosty. He can bounce out, give some space on the map for Snipe Drone to make a play. See what he does later. Instead, Shady, unfortunately, can't win against Formal. That's 2 dead in the feed. Multiple dropping here, so as Snipe Drone makes that rotation, his teammates die. We'll see if he can lock down Cafe. Here he is with the Stalker coming into play, but Lethal and Frosty, they're here to counter.
Heavy damage coming in over towards Frosty, backing down, but as Snipe Drone in his sights on Cafe, I wasn't sure if they knew where he was, but clearly they were aware. Rocket launcher coming up very soon, and Frosty gonna try to get advantages over towards back A. PD side, easy kill, going in for the double kill, ends up getting the assist. That's gonna be the double. 3 go down for Acend.
Frosty moving so quick on the map and hitting his shots. You love to see it. The whole team is moving quick on the map. They clearly have a handle on it. And all of it coming together too. That's the beauty of the tech in this game. You hit it, but you need to know when to use it. You need to be accurate when you use it as well. And Sentinel's just a perfect showcase of all of this. And because of it, this is a GG, Tony. What do you do?
Yeah, now Sentinel's actually only needing 1 more kill. The Bulldog is coming in. Snakebite is coming out hot. All 4 players for Sentinel going down to try to funnel the spawns over towards the A side. Looks like they're able to do it. Long range rockets, get the hit marker, but Shady gonna clean them up.
Final kill comes in, and it's from
Legend going in for the flank onto C immediately. Hopping in, but I think he's actually by himself, and that Snakebite right above him on top control room. Actually baiting him with that C grab, but the bait and switch coming out of Sentinels. 2 down. Shady and Calvary are coming in, but 4 down go Acend.
Acend will drop a couple, but there's just too many members of Sentinels flying through control to deal with. We're on board with Lethal, puts pressure into B, but gonna receive some pressure as well from Legend. He'll slide and get the reset. AC now held. Frosty was waiting for a little back smack on Sika. Instead, he'll take Shady. He'll rotate back here. Legend now dead in the feed. And Frosty with all the advantages here as well. Sika not aware of it. Should be an easy cleanup. Sika gonna make it difficult for him, but the kill still goes through, and the control maybe still in session. Acend with an AB for now.
And Frosty actually let them catch a different angle here, going right at Yellow Pipes. High IQ play, able to hunt down Legend, trusting Snakebite to get the kill on Shady. 2 down go Acend, and now Sentinels are ready to pull off another double cap here as Sika's going after C and Formal hunting him down.
I mean, what do you do when you got Formal and Frosty shooting at you, man? The ultimate kind of duo to come in. Oh, man. I mean, it's a joy to see him on screen, but it must be brutal up against them. The coordination that we've seen so far in this series is quite telling of what might be to come in our championship bracket. Sika, once again, gonna get doubled and taken down. Snipe Drone will try his hand on Frosty, but as he does it, gotta watch out for the nades. You gotta watch out for Sentinels up in A, ready to take him on.
And you gotta respect the objective efficiency coming out of Acend. I mean, they were losing the Slaves battle handsomely, might I say, to Sentinels, but they had a momentary lead here, and it looks like now they're going after A, so the rotations are coming in. They're being as objective efficient as possible. Snipe Drone gonna take down Lethal, but Snakebite going right at Sika, and Snipe Drone trying to hunt down, able to get the kill. Beautifully done by Acend. They have another double cap here, and I'm loving this coming out of it. They're showing some life here.
Acend with a presence on the map, clearly. Shady gonna try to get out of bottom mid, but a trip cap temporarily here. They'll dive into C to counter it. And as Sentinel sits in C, maybe Shady can get a sneaky rotation. What a beautiful little play we just saw out of Shady there to get right behind Formal immediately. And now back into C as well. These players taking full advantage of every opportunity at their disposal here, and they're holding on to control. Some of the most I think we've seen in this entire series so far.
There was a moment just a second ago where all 4 members of Acend were up and all 4 members of Sentinels were down, but it looks like Lethal is going to answer right back, taking out Snipe Drone, and somehow Sentinels coming off a spawn and now putting in the trip cap of their own. Luckily, Sika and Shady going to answer right off a spawn as well.
Formal going to get denied by Shady. Shady will take that fight. Can they turn B, though? They can. BC still held down at 77 points and counting for Acend as they get yet another trip cap. Acend finding ways to make waves here in Game 3 and show us they can hang. But for how long here? Shady gets tagged up back in front. Gonna have to rotate out. Legend, Snakebite, they'll trade in the feed. Shady just going to play it slow. Formal aware of the fact that this man is nearby. They will likely square off.
I mean, we knew how good of a stronghold team Acend are. It was their best game type going into the qualifier, but now we're seeing them even do it against the likes of Sentinels. Loving what I'm seeing here. Formal now trying to go after C, but it's not gonna happen. Legend and friends hunting him down, cleaning him up, and adding him to the kill feed.
Acend, with their backs against the wall in this series, have now just upped the pace of play to a level I don't think I've seen from this team so far, Tony. And you love to see it. Can they maintain it? Sika still holding down B. A half captured, so far being defended. They got the reset on it too, so AB held down, 134 counting. Snakebite gonna square off with Shady bottom mid, and Snakebite will take it, but the trade comes in very quickly to hold on to just a little bit of control they've got.
Acend having more than 3 times the count here coming out of Sentinels. Now looking for a 4x, but hold on. Sentinels going after A while simultaneously working on B. The shots are coming out of Frosty. Watching the players on B's back. This is a great angle coming out of Bradley Bergstrom.
Sentinels bite back. 45 and counting here, AB. What's left of Acend, C side, and they're getting deleted by Frosty, waiting in the doorway. Frosty with a rotation out, shots into Sika. Sika wants a piece. And for good reason. Sika will take it. That's 2 dead on the side of Sentinels. Can Sika do any more? Snakebite in a much better position than he's in. And rightfully, he'll back down. Teammates now rotating up to help out. So if he can live a little longer, maybe Shady can make a play.
I'm going to find out right now. Shady getting right behind enemy lines. Nice. Somehow spots out Snakebite. Excellent communication. Going to get the double kill on Formal. Shady now working on B. That's 2 down for Sentinels, but where the heck did that nade come from?
I don't know, some other universe, apparently, dude. I didn't even see the trajectory on it. And unfortunately, because it came in, got the explosion, that B got reset. AB hold there temporarily. They got some presence into B, but Formal already on C. Only temporarily, though. Snipe Drone aware of it. Snipe Drone will rotate back at the reset. At this point, they're just doing what they can to slow the progress of Sentinels, though. Sentinels kind of creeping up a little bit here.
Nades are coming out of Snipe Drone, forcing going down to one shot. Excellent movement coming out of him to stay alive. It looks like he hasn't gone down yet. Meanwhile, Legend off the screen ends up getting a double kill, opening things up for Sika to get right behind Frosty. Excellent flank coming out of him. That's a momentary trip cap, and we are approaching the 200-point mark here for Acend.
Momentum back for Acend. Formal going to shut it down temporarily. Big kill for him. Legend with a set on A. AC now held down. Remainder of Sentinels are up on B side, looking to rotate straight through to A. Legend, line of defense. Shots into Snakebite. Snakebite will rip his face off. And a chance to get back into A immediately, but Acend looking to deny it. The grapple coming up above his head. Can he get the melee? He can't do it. Couldn't quite find him, unfortunately. Instead, Frosty will die, and AC still held down.
And it is official. Acend are now going to hit that 200-point mark. They're now less than 50 points away from coming out with the win. Luckily, Snakebite adds Snipe Drone to the black screen, working on C, but he's currently by himself. Anybody coming for the collapse, but not enough players alive here on Acend to do so. Formal now going after B, but Formal going to be taken down. The reset comes in, and Acend are still putting points on the board.
Ascend's tournament life on the line, but they're not done yet. 217 on the board. And look at them trade blows in B to get the reset. That now 220. Lethal, he's not done apparently too. That's a perfect for him. He's got to get a few more of these to stop the boys on Acend from pulling away here. There's a kill on the Shady. Rotates back up to A. He's got Frosty currently dead. That's okay though. Cap this alone and get beautiful kills. Well, he doesn't. Sika cannot go out in the open when you got Lethal trained on him.
And to be honest, what's getting me, Alex, is not the fact that Acend are winning. It's the fact that they're so dominant here on Stronghold. That's what's really getting me, but the double cap is going to go in favor of Sentinels. Meanwhile, they've just gone 3 down, and that means Acend are hopping on Bravo.
If I know anything about Strongholds, anything about pretty much any game type in Halo, is it's not over till it's over, Tony. Despite the fact that we're at 230 and counting, they need to continue to apply pressure and hold on here. Snipe Drone very quickly to get to A. Shots into Snakebite, gonna just hold it down and make sure he gets the cap. And I like this play from him. Do not take a fight you might lose. Instead, ensure you get points. 243 and counting. Presence into B. Frosty getting tagged up. He'll back down. The final 2 seconds coming through, and nobody can step in a cap in time to stop Acend from making this a series.
2-1 lead going in favor of Sentinels.
Be the last game in the series unless Acend can give us a show.
And here come the starting nades out of Shady. Actually naded the double door immediately and elected to grab the grapple, but continue the aggression, trading off kills with Snakebite. And Snipe Drone to stay alive. Just baiting that overshield, which is going to go in the hands of Acend.
Snipe Drone still sitting here, waiting for info. That info is above him, and so is Frosty above Sika. That was very scary. Not gonna lie, Tony, I thought he was about to get world starred on, I was gonna say national television, but this is twitch.tv. Either way, it hurts, all the same.
Oh, if that ninja would have happened, I would have flipped. I would have slammed my headset on the floor. I don't know what would have happened. 3 down goes Sentinels. Legend and Acend continuing the aggression. They're on the offense right now. Haven't been able to get the pull just yet, but they know where the spawners are coming in from, and maybe didn't get one more round of slays before they pull the flag.
Legend checking his corners. Not all of them, apparently. There you go. The full 360. Yeah, you got the medal. That's the beauty of 360. As long as you do a full spin around and then you get it killed, it's still a 360 medal. It doesn't have to be fancy. You just got to spin around and get a kill, essentially. There you go. So he'll take it. Sika still alive in the base, but Snakebite not going to make it easy for him.
That's 2 instances where Sentinels actually went 3 down, but they were not able to get the pull. Did Acend. Meanwhile, Formal holding down top rocket side. Easy kill on Shady, and the grapple's coming in.
Formal is swinging, and so is Spider-Man in theaters right now. But don't watch that. Watch Formal instead, because I guarantee you this is better.
Watch Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, actually watch Matrix, by the way. Sponsored by Matrix and and Astro as well. Good thing we're on twitch.tv/HCS and not Halo. We can have some fun with it. Either way, Shady, bottom mid with his teammate. Not where you want to be, because currently he is dying.
I just actually took a glance at the scoreboard. Snakebite is 7-3 right now, and Snipedrone able to go right at Frosty. And this is the nick of time to send actually getting the kills. The double kill comes in, but that should secure them. The overshield, and did he not see Formal there? He kind of turned his back right on him.
I guess not. The only other player turning their back right now is Snakebite, who needs to get out of the way of nades. He'll grab a Needler as well. Needler, by the way, my YouTube comments like to let me know that Needler is not the pronunciation. It's Needler, Tony.
Ooh.
Needler.
Ooh.
God damn it. Anyway, let's see what he can do with a Needler. Needler, jeez.
Fear the pink mist. Either way, I'm
Right.
trying pronouncing it right as well. Getting right behind enemy lines with Matt at the moment. That's Formal. But he actually did not see Sika actually going for the flank over towards the Rocket Alley. Frosty able to take down Sika. The trade is going to come in. Legend taking down Snakebite. And Formal nades are coming in. Shady having no idea.
Yeah, Shady, not an opportunity for him to turn around and stop Formal from killing him. And can't stop Formal from nading Frosty as well there, too. Looks like he's got his reticle trained onto Sika, though Sika going to try to pester him just a little. Sika's options somewhat limited here, although they became a lot better when his teammates joined the fray here. Snakebite, though, he's going to ensure he dies. Snakebite with a cross map, Hail Mary rocket, I believe, as well, before he goes down. And Frosty, that gives him the space to keep the pressure up.
Excellent cross-map shots by Frosty. Taking no damage right now. The Dynamo nades are coming in, and the ticks just starting to hear them. That means Legend is weak, but he's still able to get the kill. 2 down goes Sentinel. Acend might be able to take advantage of these numbers.
Hey, a lot of the games so far have been played in center map. Nobody really making any real progress towards a flag for a pull just yet, but soon I'm sure it will happen. OS about to spawn, and maybe that is the kicker. We'll see. Sika in a lot of trouble. Doesn't seem to matter where the man sprints. He's getting tagged, but he'll finally get out to safety.
This is one of the hardest maps that we have in our circuit to try to get full map control. Both these teams at the top of their game. Shady able to get the pull here, but only 2 players down here for Sentinel. He's actually well aware of it. So what does he do? He ends up dropping the flag, goes in for the slay.
Shady, anticipating the OS pull before he enters the engagement, drops the Mangler for the plasma pistol, knowing he might need to use it. And I love the attention to detail out of him. Unfortunately, the flag was returned. Lethal was the man with the OS, and here he is. Plasma pistol does whiff, but the OS now burned, and Legend, it's his chance to make sure Lethal dies.
Great kill by Legend, but he's not able to stay alive. He's going to be hunted down here. Snipedrone also able to take down Frosty. We're on board with him, but he's actually going to be chased down Snake by not letting him breathe, putting his 12th kill on the board.
Ooh. So many different places you can hit that curb slide. I mean, keep taking notes, right? Because Snakebite right there hitting a nice one to get over to Rockets, and watch him grapple and fly by with a Mangler kill. You love to see it, Tony. I'm a fanboy in the end of the day for good tech. And Snakebite, I think, too. The man's making plays.
And mind you, Snakebite's also running that flag with the grapple in hand, so that might end up coming into play here as he's starting to take some damage. Shady right behind that flag here, but Shady having no idea what Snakebite is, letting him know the shot's gonna come in. Easy cleanup, 2 down for Acend. Numbers in favor of Sentinels. What does that mean? That means the flag is on the move.
Snakebite with that flag down center map. Can he get it further? Legend. He's already in their base. He's got the flag out. He's got a thrust as well, but he's got Frosty looking at him. Not ideal. Flag going up through center here. Legend, one of the final lines of defense, and Snakebite just delaying this. Nice little bait. Sika with the awareness to know that he might be behind the door. And I love that out of Acend. They're not down yet. Legend trying to stay up. Frosty, he's got a shotgun, just waiting for Legend to get aggressive. And Frosty knew it was coming in. The trade did go through. The flag somehow got returned and sent out the door. So Acend, they had an answer. Not only that, they had a counter. That's a flag in the pedestal. Acend, what a play.
Acend were down 2-0 in this series. They take game 3 handsomely and now going to put the first cap on the board in CTF Bazaar. We're less than 6 minutes on the clock. It actually took 6 minutes for the first cap to go in. Acend are looking good.
Tony, this is wild, but Acend right now up 1-0. Of course, they are down in the series. If they do take this, we go to a game 5. And if you're not currently watching twitch.tv/HCS, you might need to start watching because Sentinels, if they lose here, that is a big deal, Tony. Of course, it is way too early to even consider it, but Acend, they're looking good so far.
Trust me, I know big deals, and I'm gonna have to agree with you. If Acend takes Sentinels to Game 5, this is going to be the game, like that game of the tournament. But Lethal trying to answer back, able to get the flag over towards the double doors. Formal gets the double kill. Snake right now going in for the touch, able to do it, but he's gonna go down to half shield.
Oh no!
And the fumble comes in.
Snakebite with a slight fumble, Sicko with a kill, but can Snakebite get there? He relays the flag to his teammate, and the teammate plants it in, and that's just the ultimate teamwork out of Sentinel. Snakebite, quick little weapon drop combo. He does drop one, but drops as well. Frosty gonna drop one, too. Everyone's dropping here, Tony. But what's not dropping is that scoreboard. That's 1-1, thanks to Sentinels.
And just to remind you guys at home, if you're seeing a lot of hold this medals, we've been talking about it here. When you're using that weapons like, for example, the Mangler, you put that shot in, two shots will actually break the shields of your opponent. And instead of switching weapons to the BR to going for the easy headshot, you're actually electing to drop the weapon, which is a faster time than actually switching weapons. And that's why you're seeing them get those big kills. It works for weapons like the Mangler, Plasma Pistol, technically any weapon. But I feel like it's really dangerous in the hands of a Mangler, especially how much it spawns up. Frosty getting a big melee kill and getting the Bulldog.
Yep, Mangler BR, ideal combo. We've seen Plasma Pistol BR, of course, a great combo as well. Technically, the Sniper as well, depending on the situation. You can drop it and swap to your secondary faster than you could normally, and that little bit of time is crucial depending on the situation, of course. You also run the risk of your weapon being on the floor and then having to pick it up. It just depends on when to use it. And right now, all that matters is the OS and a couple nicely placed shots from Formal. That's a double for him. Snakebite in position for the flag, and Snipe Drone just jumping up and down because he can't do anything else. He's dead. Lethal kills him. Flag now taken. Sika gonna try to slow their progress, but 3 members of Sentinels make it 2. Maybe 1, actually. Now up, it's Snakebite. And Shady gonna make sure he dies. So nice defense out of Acend. Frosty gonna double back to BR because he knows they're overextending.
Yeah, I love how Formal was able to utilize that overshield to get the double kill, but they're slaying out 3 out of 4 players. The Sentinels did hit the black screen. Frosty, again, rotating back, playing some excellent defense. Still having that Bulldog, and Formal coming in with another double kill. No OS needed for that one.
Formal lands the double. What else can Formal do? Gonna rotate through bottom, meeting Snipe Drone. Nice little meeting between the 2 of them. Formal will get out on top, narrowly. Now up to Snakebite here. See what he can do with the rockets. Going to make his way up for a sneaky flank opportunity. And a lot of damage he could do. Frosty's here as well, drawing attention. That one player below him going to try to get out. Legend does pick up a crucial kill. Formal dies as well. And now Snakebite out of options. He'll rotate back.
2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. The rocket comes in. Snakebite taking down Legend. Frosty able to get the Bulldog kill as well. So multiple players going down as Sentinel starting to get the starting up the tempo, taking down Shady. Still getting slayed.
Snakebite's playing this so well. The moment he lost those teammates, he grapples back, gets the kill, grapples up, and the way he slides out for full challenge, knowing he has the timing to pick up 1 and 2. Snakebite is popping off. That's a double and a flag out. And Acend, they have an answer.
Flag is on the move here. Snakebite making it all the way towards the 50% portion of the map before players are spawning in out of Acend. There was only 1 more player alive, and that's Sika. Can he stop this pull? At least he's able to get the flag almost off the base here. The nades are coming in. He's going in for the challenge on Formal, but he goes down to 1 shot.
Sika having to take like a million fights at the same time, though, right? You got Formal up in the doorway. You got Lethal spawning behind him. You got the flag out center map, and players dropping left and right. Legend, the last line of defense, shots in the mat. Can't kill him just yet. He needs to live. He needs to back down. Lethal up on the left-hand side, all 4 members of Sentinels in that base, ready to collect that flag. I mean, how do you stop them? That one, it's going in. It's 2-1 for Sentinels, and the time on the clock, Tony, they don't have a lot of it.
They don't have a lot of it, but they do have enough time to mount a counter cap here, but they first need the slays. 2 down going Sentinels. Shady getting right behind enemy lines, gonna miss that melee, but his teammate was right there, so no timing loss whatsoever. Shady's already in the base.
With a minute left on the clock, Acend, they are still fighting. But do they have much more fight left in them? That's 2 dead. Legend, he's got presence, but he's alone. Nades into Treehouse. They know he's here. Frosty's waiting for it. Sika in a battle with Snakebite. Snakebite takes it. Legend with a trade. Legend committing to that trade. Ends up getting attacked by Frosty and team and dies because of it. They lost their timing. They've lost their positioning. They've lost their opportunities here, Tony. This might be it.
They had to win the Slaves battle. They're actually spawning on the opposite side of the map, which is not good. There's only 30 seconds on the clock. Lucky for them, there are sudden death rules, but we're going to see what they're able to do with the snipe drone going down to one shot. Going in for the challenge on Frosty. Beautiful play by him, but time is winding down.
Sentinels not letting them breathe. There's always somebody there to get the trade. 16 seconds, and it's up to Legend, and Legend cannot do it. Can anyone else? Sika, he's the closest, I think. He's got less than 10 seconds, and look at this. A three-man cross set up on the, instantly melted. There's nothing you could do against Sentinels. They know how to play this game so damn well. They've been dominant for so long, and it shows. That's a 2-1 in a series in the favor of Sentinels. Acend